Hey guys, Goddog here. First off, I just wanted to give a couple shout outs. These shout outs go to people that lent me some rares this time around. This is going to go to Gotkills, he lent me a Fury Kit. Revoked lent me a Pumpkin. Roto2 lent me a D-Staff, and Lord Pat gave me a D-Staff. So yeah, thanks you guys for lending me some rares. I'm also here today with ren-raku. We're actually going to be talking about our merch that we just ended, and so yeah, it's pretty cool that, and the merch item was watermelons. So hey Ren.
Hi there.
So first off, let's talk about it a little bit. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever really knew how I chose the item exactly, so I'll just talk about that a little bit.
No idea.
So what I did was I was just trolling along, and I was looking through actually the top decreasers of like the week or whatever, and actually watermelon was like the #1 that week. I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, I don't know, this could be a good item, but I was kind of like skeptical and stuff. So I actually did a lot of research. I went around looking in the forums, looking on Google, YouTube. I looked everywhere actually. I would search up RuneScape watermelons, and I was just basically trying to find, what it was, like who merged it last, or kind of, what the stock and stuff was.
Yeah.
It was kind of tough. After a while, I found out it was a clan called Merch Item, and I got in contact. It took me a couple days, but I got in contact with their leader, and I kind of got an estimate of how big the stock was, and that's kind of where I started. That's where I kind of started stocking. So, I mean, that's where I started the merch, and I thought it was going to be a great merch, and that's where that's when I think the journey started, right?
Yeah.
So
I think I came in a few days after that.
Oh yeah, I think I stocked for 2 to 3 days. I didn't get very much. Well, I mean, I think I had a good 300,000 before I was looking for someone else.
Yeah.
And
it's a decent amount.
yeah, I think where do we talk on IRC?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so yeah, I talked to you, and you were kind of interested, and got you on board, and we started stocking. I don't know if I didn't give you any. I didn't give you a beginning stock, did I?
No.
No?
I just got most of mine through the Grand Exchange first.
Okay. So yeah, I'd say we stocked probably for 5 or 6 days, right?
Yeah.
Ish.
Into.
I mean, the limit was where it was at. I think it was 10,000 every 4 hours. So
Yeah.
it was quite easy to stock. This is an item that I wouldn't say you would need to stock for very long, because you can get a lot. Like between myself, I had I think 3 accounts buying, or 4 accounts, so I was getting 40,000 every 4 hours.
Yeah.
So I mean, I had way more than enough to buy it
Yeah.
out.
I
So.
only have the 1 account actually.
Yeah, so, but yeah, I'd say we stocked for 5 or 6 days for sure. So yeah, I think you came in about 2 or 3 days after I came in, and then we were looking for another person, right?
Yeah.
And who was that? That was Alex.
Yeah, Alex. We went through a few options like OG Azrael and Adriano, but finally settled on Alex because, ease of contact and just experience with him before as well.
Yeah.
So I've had a lot of experience sharing ideas and generally just talking to him.
Yeah, for sure. My biggest thing was just trust. It's hard to find someone that you trust, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You don't want no one early dumping. I mean, with my last merch, Cook Sweet Corn, that was a big problem, because it was actually my first merch I've ever ran. So it's hard to find people, and you gotta give them just like give them a try, But
Yeah.
knowing that you knew Alex, we invited him in, and I think I gave him 200,000 stock.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you gave him anything.
Later on I did, yeah.
Yeah. And how much was that?
I gave him 50 million.
And estimate of how many watermelons?
Oh gosh, I think that was when the item was at about 200 gold pieces each.
Okay.
So yeah, it would be about 250,000 or...
Okay. So yeah, he was given a little bit of stock there, and I mean, I think that was fair enough, because he did join a few days late. I think we had it going for a couple days there.
Yeah.
So it was fair enough that he could, started with a little bit of stock right off the bat.
Yeah.
And so another thing I want to talk about is, what kind of complications do you think we had during the merge?
Well, yeah, there was a huge one. Like, you put me on to some guy on the RuneScape forums.
Yeah.
That was selling a huge amount of watermelons. Like, I think it was over 1 million, but it was about 120 million's worth.
Yeah.
And so I had to negotiate with him. Like, he wanted a rare for it. So I was saying about Fury kits. Like, I could offer him a Fury kit or a Fury kit plus a D staff, and this was back when D staffs were 35 mil each. And he was like, he wasn't having it. He wanted a disc, so I had to find someone that was selling a disc, but would also accept a Fury kit, which was rather difficult because loads of the people that had discs just wanted to sell it for 300 mil cash.
Yeah.
So I eventually found someone that sold disc plus 109 million junk for my Fury kit plus cash, and then the hoarder of the watermelons took disc plus a little bit of cash for his stock of watermelons. And that gave me, I think that was what gave me more watermelons than you actually.
No, that for sure. That was. So you actually made a lot more. I think a lot more profit. I mean, maybe about the same, but I'd say probably more profit in the end because you had your stock from the beginning, basically, right?
Yeah, fairly close to the beginning.
Yeah, I think that was basically. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think on this merch I made somewhere between 250 to 270 million.
Oh yeah, for sure. And being that it only actually lasted probably a month. That's great. We made quite a bit of money.
Yeah, I think looking at the graph, it was about 3 weeks ish. So
yeah,
just less than a month.
And I mean the only other complications I would say wasn't really anything. I kept on it. Like I kept on the forums every day. I basically just searched it up, make sure no one was selling. If anyone was selling, I bought, but it wasn't very much ever, and I don't think we really even had a dump.
Yeah.
I think we would just be more. We had a little bit more complications at the end there because we were running out of money, and more and more were coming into the game. So
mini dumps, I think.
Yeah, for sure. But it wasn't too. Like I couldn't really notice it too much until the end.
Yeah,
so.
I think the whole way throughout the 3 weeks of us merching it is that I hit my limit only once or twice, which is very rare to come across in a merch.
Oh yeah.
I think because when I did my solo slash duo with another partner, I was hitting my limit like at least once or twice every 3 days or something.
Oh yeah, for sure. And
that was on another food, so yeah, that was quite a high limit as well.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised of the stock. I mean, between all three of us, I mean, let's just trade it right now. I think you have yours on you, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
All right, so I'll just trade. So
okay, this is my stock of watermelons right now.
So yeah, 531 at dump. I mean, 1.6 million. That's crazy. You want to take yours out? Yeah. Showing mine, I have 4.7 or 470 mil. Yeah. So that's I mean that's 1 billion between both of us, and that's 3 million watermelons. As well as Alex, I got a screenshot up here. This is his last one. He couldn't be with us today, but he hasn't sent me a brand new item check yet. So this is his last one. As you see, he has 676,000 as of this one, which was like 2 days ago. So it's not too bad. He probably has 700,000 maybe. So we had probably about 3.7 mil. Not too bad.
And so like, wait, what he's got, I think in my calculations today would be about 220 million GP.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it's probably about 1.2 billion to by the end. So it's not too bad.
Oh, Alex is actually just logged in.
Oh really? That's funny. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so anyways, and I'd say the reason we had to sell right now is because, just complicated right now. We actually ran out of money, basically. I think Ren, you said you had like 10 million left, and I have
Yeah.
basically now I have 311k right now as we're talking. So plus, I mean, I got a couple rares. I could have got someone to hold, I guess, but
Yeah.
So what I just wanted is we gotta kind of shorten this up. You know, like be done in a couple seconds here. So, anyways, I just want to know, like, do you have a plan to get rid of your rares? Or I mean, your watermelons, or like?
Basically, over the past few months, well, weeks and months, I've been helping out various ranks and friends by selling them rares, or you know, just doing them favors in game, like buying junk off them in order for them to buy junk off me later. And so yeah, you know, it says that I have 531 million in watermelons right now. I'm owed just over 720 million junk.
Oh, so you're covered. That's great.
Yeah.
For myself,
I'm hoping to sell them for 50-50, which is 50% cash, 50% junk, so that I use up as little of the junk that I'm owed right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. As for myself, I actually had to borrow. Like I said, I gave the shoutouts, and I'm gonna be using a pumpkin of fury. Basically, kind of whatever I can use to get rid of it. As well, I'll try to do a little bit of junk trading, because I know some of you guys wanted to see me do a little bit of junk trading and a little bit of a log, so I'll probably save maybe 20 million of it and junk trade it away, just cause. As for Alex, I'm not exactly sure what he has or what he's going to be doing.
Shall I invite him into this
For sure, if
conversation?
you want to.
Fine, it just wasn't anywhere near my mouth.
Anyways, we're actually at the end of our video here, and we just got you on here, and so congrats. Anyways,
I just finished work. What do you want?
oh, that's perfectly alright. No, we were at a question where we were just explaining kind of how we're gonna get rid of our watermelons. Kind of wonder what do you have in plan for yourself?
Well, basically, Ren's going to buy them off me. He doesn't know it yet, but yeah, that's what I planned. He's just going to buy them all,
okay.
deal with them that way.
That sounds good. That's what he was telling me too. He's gonna buy mine too.
I think I'm just going to 50-50 them, because they're not a very, well, it's not a very widely known merch, because it's private, so it should be quite easy to 50-50 them for other people's junk.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, sure.
Plus, it's actually not that terrible. I mean, I know, like, I made quite a sack on them, and so did you two, but you know, it's only risen by like 320%.
So it's not. I mean, it's not like,
So,
I mean, like past merches where they would rise, 2,000% or something, like 20 times. That, I mean, that's something that people are a little bit scared of. Being that our merch didn't actually rise a whole bunch, I don't think it's gonna be that hard to junk trade in the end. And sorry.
Yeah, fair play.
Oh yeah.
I said fair play.
So the last question, we didn't really know how to answer this, but we were just wondering, how much did you make approximately?
How much did I make? Well, I'm not really that sure. I think I invested 100 mil in them, roughly.
You're at?
I am at 229.
129. That's not too bad. Can't complain. It was a fast merge too.
So,
my estimate was almost bang on.
So yeah, I think this is a long video now, and should be good.
So,
all right. So anyways, thank you guys for coming. Thanks for merching. So I'll see you guys later.
yeah, thanks for the awesome merch. Yeah, thanks for the awesome merch, man.
I'll see you guys, and I'm gonna